Maybe. I guess just went live. I guess it didn't play our thing. Hi, everybody. I set a thing
Yeah.
to go up first to make a little intro, make it like super bougie. But yeah, of course, that did not happen. So apologies. Apologies. Oh, shit. Let me mute this over here. Sorry, peoples. Hi, everyone. How's everybody doing this fine, lovely day? Um, Holy crap, thank you for the super chat, Kraken. Very, very cool of you. I'm gonna heart that. All right, thank you so much. And guys, there's a couple new features going on here. I've seen we've got some features on YouTube itself, and there's some features on StreamYard as well. So obviously, YouTube's giving out crowns and has like a leaderboard in the comment section now, which I don't know. I'm going to read what it says because I just discovered it myself. And me and Marston were looking to see like what the heck it was about. So let's see. There's a question mark here. And basically it says it is a community leaderboard. It says a place for fans to stand out in the community. The top 3 get special badges in the live chat. It resets every stream, so you can always try again to be the leader. All right. It says, how do you get on the leaderboard? You need to send live chat messages or send super chats and super stickers. And that's how you get on the community leaderboard. And I don't really think like there's anything else to it, but just giving you a little crown during the chat, making you feel special. Okay. And then over here on StreamYard, they are putting our comments up in the bottom of the screen. It's just rolling up the chat. So I think that's kind of cool. If you guys are annoyed by it, I can turn it off. Let me know. But that's kind of new features that we got going on. Hi, Marston. How are you this fine, lovely evening? And what are you picking? What are you doing? How was your week? What's going on? Tell us all about it.
Oh boy. Hello. This is an Illinois duo.
Ooh,
you may notice the key.
Let me get my glasses. Blind as a bat today.
Let's
see here.
Here's the comparison. So I bought this one first. It didn't come with anything on the end. So there is no cam, no screw, no nothing. So luckily, I mean, normally you're not, you really shouldn't ship it with the key in it. You don't want to have it break off.
Wow.
But, this is small enough that you're probably not going to get a break. But because there's no retaining, it'll come right out. And I didn't put the key in all the way. There we go. I almost lost a few wafers.
Oh yeah. Don't lose no wafers. Well, there's no wafers.
You might notice there's only 5 double rows. There's 10 wafers. So
those are really cool.
Missing a cam and retention, but the side bidding, there's no side bidding.
Oh,
there's no side wafer.
Did you get that on eBay by chance?
Yep.
Okay, because I've been looking at those ones on eBay, and I've been thinking I might grab one. I had a really cool kick cylinder one, but that went missing, MIA. And then since then, I only had that padlock that David Romano scored a bunch of them. I grabbed one of those, and that's the only one I have. But I thought of getting one of those, but if they're coming like kind of messed up, then I don't want to do that.
I mean, if you want an unusual version of it, I'd say don't get the short one, especially without the cam on the back, because unless you have a spare cam or something that'll be on there, it's not core retaining, so it's not a complete loss.
Without the side wafers, it kind of defeats the point.
So it's not going to be valid.
It's probably fun to pick, but not easy, or not difficult in any way. You know what I mean?
So, this was the Mia DS. I mean, that was, so that's about what I thought of it. But since I got that, and it's like, he offered to do a return, but it's like, it was my fault. I should have known what I was looking at.
I mean, I didn't know either when I seen them. I was thinking the same thing. It says Illinois duo, and I mean, what other kind of duo? You know what I mean? I guess now we know there's a couple different ones, but you couldn't have known, I don't think. Oh, check that one out.
Well, I could see that it had the 10. If I paid attention, I would have seen the 10 wafers. And if I'd done research, I would have seen, it's supposed to have 14, or 18, because of the 4 side wafers and 4 profile wafers that it's missing. So this one has the 18 wafers in it.
Wow.
And it looked like a brass key in the photo, but it's the nickel key, the silver key.
Yeah.
Which is notorious for being difficult to pick, because I guess the wafers are either there's like burrs or they're something like that.
Yeah, I bet you that must be what's up with. Well, no, this one has a brass key, but this one's difficult to pick it, and it's the padlock one. Like, it's I don't know why it's so difficult, but it is a pain in the ass to pick this one. So
I haven't gotten this one. The other one is fairly easy, but I can get the set from the side wafers, so I can pick the side wafers and get the alt set. But then I can't really get much further than that.
That sucks. Usually after you set those, you just got to mash around there, just up and down and wherever, because you can't overset anything. But you might have some kind of crazy, like, high lifted wafer or something. It looks like you actually do. Well, that's not the key for that one, is it? Is that the key for that one?
This one is.
It looks like you got a couple of them on that one side that kind of come up pretty high, and on the other side then pretty low, you know what I mean? So it looks like it's high on one side, low on one side, so it's going to be a little bit of a pain. You're probably just like pushing them back and forth more than like, but I have faith in you. I know you'll get this one. It's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of fun to try to get it anyways, because it does a lot of stuff, and you feel a bunch of clicks, and it's a lot of fun. But thank you so much. Kraken, holy crap, sent me a super chat for $20. He says, give me a crown.
Nice.
And then somebody else sent one. Truth Hearts 666 sent me a super sticker. Thank you so much. And Jeff and Things is here. I'm gonna say hi to everybody, but Kraken gifted 5 Lady Locks memberships. Sean Casey got one, McD Poor got one, Knox Locks and RL. And who else? 1, 2, 3, 4. And James Randolph got one. So holy shit, Kraken, your memberships this time literally hit the actual people that hang out in our live streams, which never happens. This is a record. This is a record. They all 5 went to our actual live stream, people. But yeah, hello everybody. Oh my gosh, who all is here? I'm scrolling up and up and up because I did not. Okay, here we go. Phoenix looks like he was first. Phoenix was the first one here. And then let's see who else we got. We've got Ground Fog. We've got Chuck Soup and G Keyman. Hello, guys. All right. P Dubs was here. I don't know if she's still here. I know she had some errands to run. Elijah Carney is here. And Transparent Eyeball. Hello. Chris Gipune is here. I saw him on the Crown leaderboard there for a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, that was me popping in going, hey, what the heck is these crowns here for? And then Kraken is here. Kraken, thank you so much for the supers. And I'm just actually blown away that they went to actual people in our audience. And Frick is here. Hello, Frick. And Sean Casey. He says, hello, all. Hi, Lady Locks. Hit that thumbs up. Yes, hit that thumbs up. I put the annoying poll up to make you all hit the thumbs up. And Tiwanaka Metal is here. Only Pins is here. Only Pins. Love that. All right. Humboldt Picker is here. Hi, Humboldt. I watched a couple of Humboldt's videos this week. They kept popping up on my thing. Really going through them locks. Doing a great job. Ryan Wilson is here. I'm surprised Ryan has time to chat. He's continuously busy doing chores. I can't even believe he is here right now. Broke Pix is here. Hello, Broke Pix. Let's see. Craig says, also, why am I just gray named? You've got to get a membership, Kraken. I guess your membership ran out or something. Jeff and Things is here. Hello. Oh, let's see. Truth Hearts is here. Hello, Truth Hearts. I just don't want to miss anybody. I said broke pick, sunball picker, luck, Kraken. I haven't done Kraken things for a while, he says. All right. I think that is everybody. Oh, Tiwanaka said, member for 18 months, said cracking things. Love, love, love. Coxie's here. He is hiding he's hiding here while sleeping. Thank you, Coxie. I just sent someone over to your channel today. They were looking at how to escape a certain type of handcuffs, and I was like, well, don't you know who Coxie's channel, what Coxie's channel is? McD Pours here. Welcome, McD Pours. Stu. Hello, Stu. How are you? And Jay Cox is here. Welcome, 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 everybody. Thank you so much for coming to hang out. Thank you, Kraken, for all the supers. You're absolutely super. And he's doing Kraken things again. So yeah, we've got some people like in competition for the leaderboards now. I got no idea what the heck's going on there, but holy cow. But yeah, that was pretty funny. I was just thinking about you today, Coxie. Yeah, so that duo, OnlyPens Lockpicking just became a member. Welcome to tier 2. Thank you, OnlyPens. Thank you for becoming a channel member. There's some cool videos in the back there for channel members to check out. I actually did a challenge that I put back there for the members to see first, so that one's back there. I'll probably release it later in the week. I don't know. It's a really long video and people hate those, so I really don't want to put it out and just make people watch that. I know the channel members like to watch that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, you can see a definite difference on that. Jeez.
Oops. Yeah, so this one, the wafers take up the same amount of space, but on this top one, where the I think it's out of focus there. It's just housing where the profile and side wafer should be.
Oh yeah, that's so weird.
And
is that on the belt list? Is anything different?
Nope.
No.
No.
I didn't think so. I didn't even know they were made like that.
Because I did the Yell 500 Plus, and I could have gotten a first for it, but I never posted my video because I wasn't even thinking about it. I wasn't aware of something like that.
Shit. Yeah, you
so
could
I could do it with this duo.
Oh yeah, you should. That's a good idea.
And then this one, actually, you see these little kind of notches, they're spiked and bent over, so that's what retains the core. But I filed them down because I wanted to take a look inside and make sure this was the full thing.
Right. Yeah. Now you got to have what do you call it? Now you got to be wary of every one of them. It's hard when you're getting stuff off of eBay, although there are people like that once you get on there and you get stuff from them and they're legit, you can continue to buy cool shit off them. But some of them, you just got to give it a try and see what you get. But it's hard to, I just never knew they even made that. But you definitely should get the first pick on that.
I've already got it recorded. I was going to save uploading it because I was going to do the two at the same time. But yeah, I should upload.
That'd be well. You could do this one now and then pick this next one and then actually do a video showing them side by side and what's in them and stuff. You could just you don't even have to pick them. You could just say, look, all right, now we're taking them apart and checking out. That'd be pretty cool. A lot of your instructional videos just blow everybody away. They're getting so many views. I don't know if you've noticed lately, but a lot of your instructional videos are very largely viewed. So
been kind of out of it for a bit, but
well,
I'm hoping
the
to get
videos you make
going again.
I mean, the ones you already have made, they don't change. The locks aren't any different. You know what I mean? So when people need to figure it out, they watch your videos and they're getting lots and lots and lots of views. So just so you know, people really are taking away a lot of knowledge from that. So, I
Thank you.
think you definitely
Yeah.
should keep it up, because obviously they're, it's in the view count. When you see a lot of people are watching it, you're helping a lot of people. So thank you, Kraken, for the super sticker. He said, I have no idea what the leaderboard is, but it's mine. And Vector Potential is here. Hello, Vector. And I saw somebody else pop in. Oh, Lockpicking Poet's here as well. Stu says, is there a feeder board? I'm hungry. Stu Nugget, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you very much. And let's see. Oh, Wyndham Clark is here. Hello, Wyndham. And Chris, you should be about ready to what do you call it now? Like, go back to your normal activities, right? So should I be out here looking for drones again? He likes to spy on me and see what I'm picking and try to steal my locks with his drones. So I got to keep an eye out. He was off for surgery for a while there, so I was safe, but he's going to be back to normal again, up to no good. He's like Dennis the Menace, I'll tell you. So is Ryan Wilson. Those are the two Dennis the Menaces of our community. Yeah, that's crazy about that that duo. I can't. I'm trying. I wish I knew what the difference between this padlock one and my other one that I had, because my other one was just a kick cylinder, which I lucked out and found that one. I cannot find them ever again. I've not seen one since.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. It was really freaking cool. And I think I got it off eBay a long time ago. Probably when I was right around picking at that level, I think that's why I got it, to pick it, just to pick a purple belt. So it's been a long time, but I lent it to somebody and then they left the community and left with all my locks. I lent them, and that was one of them. And I was really bummed about that lock. There was a couple of good ones in there. That one, and I had that one that was a it has barrel spools in it, but has 2 finger pins or 3 finger pins on the side. That one, I can't remember. That's another purple belt one. And there was an ASA 700. There was just quite a few really good locks that I lent that person, and they never gave them back. So it bums me out. But I wish I would have known the difference between that one and this one, because it's definitely something different. These padlocks, I don't know if they're more compact. It seems like they're more compact, although I don't know, because I can't compare the two, but it just seemed like that to me. It might be. I just never have. Maybe not. Oh no, non-gettable.
Oh well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I could have somebody cut into it, but it's one of those. It's one of those new old stock type deals, and it's like an older one. It's like collectible, so I kind of don't want to do that. But it does seem like the core, the plug itself, might be maybe just a tiniest bit smaller, but I can't remember, I just can't remember. Thank you so much to Baka for the super sticker. Thank you. I'm loving the logo. Oh, tomorrow he returns to normal activity, so watch out, everybody. That's all I've got to say. I can't be Dennis. We talked about this. I can't be Mr. Wilson and Dennis. Yeah, that's true. I think you can. You just got a little bit of a split personality, maybe. I don't know. He's like Dennis the Menace in reverse almost. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like there's nothing broke at his house because he runs around fixing every damn thing. Conky is here. Welcome. GQ man, this is where you ran off to. Chris, if you can call what I do normal. Oh shit, Kraken just gifted 10 memberships and I went to look and see where they went, and my YouTube has decided to just give me the middle finger. Hang on a second here. No, I need to find my own daggone live stream. Okay. Hopefully it's still muted. Okay, let's okay. All right. Now some of these ones we don't know. It looks like a lot of them we don't know. He gifted 10 memberships. So Brother Browning, I think, is one of the people in Locksport. Andy Larson, I don't know. Owen Thompson, don't know. Oh, Tequila Dave, that's pretty cool. Rick NZ, Jay Smokey, and JD, Paul F, and Bearded Wizard. All right. So maybe a couple of them are, in Locksport, and if they're not, as soon as they find us in our community, they obviously will be, because, how could they not? Twin Star is so much fun. Vector Potential, listen up. This is what I want you to do. Shut up. You're a liar. Twin Star is not fun at all. We've got ourselves a liar, people. That lock literally made me cry real tears. I sat at my desk bawling like a baby over that stupid lock. I hated that thing. Ugh. I'm alternating. He's a beast. Alternating between a 700 with trees and a Medico Duracam. Good Lord. Andy's liking the Twin Star. So much fun. I cannot. Yeah, I cried several times picking that lock. I hated it. Every piece and part went flying more than one time. It's like, if it happens once, you're kind of like, you swear, you pick everything back up and shove it back together, and you're like, all right. I'm not going to do that again. Never again. And then when it happens again, you're thinking like, okay, look, I said it's not going to happen again, although it looks like it just happened again. So you're standing there kind of in shock because you don't even realize, you're standing there like, did this really just happen again? Because I just told myself it wasn't going to happen again. Then you recover from that. It's very hard, but you recover from it. Then it happens a third time and a fourth time. And at that point, I literally probably was standing there like a crazy person with hair sticking straight up and like bits of hair pulled out and like laying on the desk and tears streaking down my face. It was terrible. I shot them things out so many times. And I remember that was when I was using my Panavice. And thank God I was, because that little tray at the bottom ended up catching every single part and pin that fell out of that thing. It has 39 it has 40 pieces total, so every little part and piece was in the thing. Well, 38 of the pieces were in the tray, but they all fell straight down, so there was that. I didn't have nothing shoot across the room either, like to give me an excuse to not ever have to pick it. You know how that happens, where you're like, wow, it was a cool lock, but like say you lose something to like a Goal Z, you're just like, well, nothing I can do. It's a cool lock, but I can't get no other parts for it, so guess that's going in the drawer. No, that Twin Star made sure every part and piece was still there, so I had to put it back together and I had to continue to try to pick it. It was horrible. Oh, he did that with the 10 IX 10 kg. Oh yeah. They do. Those DOMs really will make you cry. There should be a warning next to it in the belt list. Even the green belt ones are like purple belt locks. I don't know why people say they're green. Only Pin says they've been using a low hook for them. Yeah, the sometimes they have really high lifts though. That's the problem with those Twin Stars, man. You can use a short hook, but when they have a super high lift, sometimes you can't. It's really hard to angle it right to get those high lifts, and that's usually what holds people up from picking them, is that high lift. And they're usually in the back. You know how that is. I know I've been gone for a bit. Am I due for a Lady Lock sticker pack? I think you have one in an envelope in my drawer, Kraken. You know I collect shit for you in my drawer.
Goal Z is wonderful.
Yeah. Unhinged says, greetings, heathens. That's about right, too. That's about right. Humboldt wants to try. Humboldt says, I want to try the Goal Z. Vector says, no, you don't. The Z sucks. Now, that's not so bad. I would take the Z over the Twin Star any day of the week. Any day of the week.
It's still a pin tumbler, so I like standard pin tumblers.
Yeah, I do too. I think they're a lot of fun. I really want to try to get lever locks, but you have to make everything, and I just don't have like the capabilities to be making shit all the time. Every time I want to pick a lock, I'd rather pick 10 more Twin Stars.
Well, it is saying something that it's 7 pins, no secondary features, and it's black.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That does say a lot.
There's no sidebar. There's no,
Yeah.
It's not a high pin combo.
It's a bastard.
So,
gold dimple lock.
I swapped the cam, so changed the rotation. So I'm now tensioning clockwise instead of counterclockwise to see if that's any better. And now I can't even set the side pins.
Oh, jeez. That sucks.
If I do get them set, who knows? Maybe those will be the hard part, and I'll be able to set the others easily now. I don't know. So, there we go.
Chuck Soup, if you send me a picture on Discord of the lock and the key, I can put it up here on screen, and we can take a look at what it looks like. It's probably a 5 or a 10 kg. I think that's the only dimple locks they have, isn't it? I like sidebars, hence why I collect Metacast. I have
dimple. So is it a long one like this? Or a short one like this? Or it could be the the Japanese format, but
yeah, it's probably I thought he said a Dom. Oh, he has a goal. Okay.
So it'll either be the D9 or the V18 or GP, which are same lined, or the Grand V, which is very unlikely because you would have had to special order that.
Yeah, there's let's see. Yeah, there's only a couple of that could be if it's a goal. If it's a goal, I thought thought he said he had a Dom one. I'm thinking it's probably the 5 or 10, but yeah, if it's that, it's one of those two for sure.
I still don't own a Dom yet. But
he said, I don't know. Lockchuck let me borrow. It's probably the D9 because I don't think Lockchuck would torture you with a V18 right away.
yeah. If it's an intro, then it's the D9, and that's actually the first dimple I picked. So that's not a bad dimple to start with.
Kraken says, "Are my displays still hanging around?" I don't know if you can see it, Kraken, but it's right here, so I can see it when I'm sitting at my desk. Because I sit at this desk and I have it sitting here. And then the other one is right behind me back there. They are still on display. Still on display. And thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. I'm hearting that. Yeah, Kraken's made number 1 in the thing. He made sure to be number 1.
Nice. I'll probably get a Dom from Decoder probably. Maybe this weekend. But speaking of dimples, I got a gift.
Oh, wow.
Burn B1 sent me a couple of his flags.
That's friggin' sweet. You're going to love those.
Yeah. Mammoth grip.
Yeah, man.
To try out. So I was experimenting with the medicine bottle cap.
Yeah.
But this is so much nicer. And his flags are primo.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet, man.
Actually, the weird thing is I like the rotation of this big one, but it does make the the flag likes to kind of pivot around it when it's big like this.
Oh, okay.
But that's what I was running into with the cap. The cap's bigger yet, so
Yeah.
So this was
The
this was
bigger
way
it
too
is,
big.
it's
So I wasn't sure if this would work or not, but this ends up being a nice medium in between where it's big enough around that you get some of the benefits of the slower rotation.
Yeah.
But it doesn't
That would be
have
great
that
for
kind of
picking side
weird
pins
wobbliness.
too. Yeah, that would be real nice for picking side pins because you shouldn't really move them a lot sometimes, and just with how small they are, you end up just a small turn is a big amount of turning that you're putting on them.
Unfortunately for this keyway, the flat shaft, it doesn't like to turn in there. But it gets about there and kind of jams up a little bit. But I have to try it on. I have another twin that has a much more open at the bottom there.
Yeah, I have a couple. I
gotta be good for that one.
I got a couple of those I gotta work on. I think they're the Twin Pros. I think both of them are. And I don't know how I ended up with two. I really have no idea. But I have two of them, and I think they're pros. Vector Potential said it's always the top pins is something to remember with those D9s and V18s. Yeah. Is that one the Twin Pro, or is that?
Yeah, Twin 2. This one's a Twin 2, but it's same line as the Twin Pro.
Oh, okay. That must be what the hell I've got. Yeah, I've got this one and...
Yeah, Twin.
I have two.
Two. And then I also have I've got a 6,000. I have a 6,000. This one's barrels, and I have a 6,000 with gins.
I love the 6,000s. Those are probably my favorites. Look at the difference in these two keyways too. That one is like so much smaller. I don't know if it's because it hasn't been like messed with or what, but that keyway's wild. But yeah, these are the two I got. The one has no key. And then this one does have a key, but the bidding of it's like ridiculous.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and they're both double euros, which I would have cut by now, but Dig said I'm not allowed, or he would come after me. So I ain't messing with him. He lets me cut enough of them. And when he says don't you do it, I get scared. So I'm not gonna cut those two.
Oh, I have a fun story. So, for green, I did the 1100, which is, fairly typical. And, it tends to get recommended a lot.
Oh, yeah.
The American 1100. And I've never liked it. I've got several problems with it. The rivet likes to throw your tensioner out. I kind of adapted to that. But the core just moves around so much. It's just so loose in there.
I never liked them either.
So while I'm tensioning it, and I'm picking, the core will shift around and it'll move my tensioner. And I tend to get more feedback from the tensioner than I do through my pick.
Yeah.
So it totally throws me off. It makes it feel like it's mush. And yeah, it's not, I don't find it very fun. And then there's also the sprung shackle where, you might get it picked, but then instead of tensioning against the pins, you're now tensioning against the spring. And if you're not tensioning hard enough, you won't realize it's picked because it won't pop.
I can tell you those tensioners from the Reaper set are made so that they go around that rivet, which is nice. But Pocket Woman actually gave me a trick when you have a really loose core like that, and it was actually just on one of those brass master lock. They're just like the number 3. They're laminated brass master locks, and the core is just, it moves so bad it's crazy. What she says is if you put your tensioner in and then pull upward to pull it as tight as you can upward and then tension it, rotationally, you can actually hold it in place if you keep that force on it, and that will actually help it from moving. And I tell you what, it freaking works. It works like a charm. So, if you're ever having trouble, try that.
Yeah.
Welcome, Trucker, to the stream. I just want to say real quick, Trucker popped in. Hi, Trucker.
Hello. And can I add something to that real quick?
You may.
Okay, so with the locks with the floppy core, as I call it, what I found works really well is you don't use a flat bar, but you use like one of the Genesis Z bars, and then you put it in on the other side of the keyway that what you're used to, and you use your thumb, because then, like Lady Locks was saying, it naturally lifts the cylinder, the core, while you're trying to tension it. So it takes all that slop up and out of, and I found better success doing it that way. It feels weird and you have to get used to it, but I did find that help.
Can you see the video?
Yes.
So are you talking about like this?
Yeah, but I hold, see, I'm different. I hold the lock with my left hand. I just pinch it with my fingers and my palm, and then I use my thumb on the tension wrench.
Yeah, I always pick in the vise anyway. So this is the way I normally pick. But I bent this one specifically, so I can get around the rivet.
I got you.
Yeah, that rivet's annoying.
Pain.
Thank you to Kraken for the super chat. He says totally on brand. I've never bought myself a disc plate, which that's true. He never has, I don't think. Not Too Dead sent me a super chat. Thank you so much. He said Lady Locks rocks, and he gifted a membership to Hugo. So if you're watching, thank Not Too Dead for that dang membership. Thank you for sending out a membership, Not Too Dead, and he sent me a super sticker as well. He says, get picking. Let's get picking. Yeah, Chris says, good advice. Scully 1800 is here. Yeah, Not Too Dead. Thank you for the super chat. He says, let's get picking all. Yeah, what is the chat doing? What are you guys doing in chat besides hanging out here? Are you picking locks? Did you bring a lock with you? What the heck's going on there?
What's up, everyone?
Oh, Humboldt said I finally picked my first Medico. I didn't realize that. Congratulations, Humboldt.
I still haven't done mine.
I still haven't picked a Medico.
I still haven't picked any of them.
I thought you did. Oh my gosh. I thought you picked a Medico.
I have not.
Oh, you haven't, Trucker. No,
I
didn't realize that.
And that's hard to believe because it's like I picked a smart key. I picked, all the locks that people see that you're like, oh yeah, I want to pick this. Like the 1100 was one, the 330 or 334 B45, like all the iconic locks. I'm like, yeah, okay. But the Medico, I was always like, wait, I have to lift and rotate.
I know.
Scratch that. Scratch that.
Well, that was the same thing with me with the 7240, because it's like. The only green I picked was the 1100. And it's like, well, I don't feel like I can really recommend that. So when people are asking, what should I choose for green? I'm kind of like, well, I can't. So well, there is the 7240. I can't recommend it because I haven't picked it yet. So I don't really know what it's like. So it's like, well, I should solve that. So I finally got one, and it's got the Yell keyway. So it's like, I should pick.
Yep.
And as I discovered, it's a smaller Yell keyway than something like the 500 has.
Yes. It's a pain.
There's a 500 plus, definitely smaller.
Yeah, it can definitely be a pain. We were talking about that in just chatting with each other. You turned out you didn't really care for that one, huh? Not really care for the 72.
Did a video on the Yell keyway where, and it's like you can pick it from the bottom when it's got holes. And I wanted to make sure I could do that with this one because it's a smaller keyway. So it's like I got
fucking
one.
can.
Yeah, and I could pick it from the bottom using I used the short hook for the low pins, and then I used a medium round for the highs. So like the basic, the ones in the Genesis set would work fine for it.
Yeah.
But I hate it. It
I
feels like
think you
much.
need to try a couple of them, honestly, because I think you probably got a shitty one. But I
It could be.
think they can be tough, but they are little. I thought they were fun, and so for you to hate it, I think you probably got just a real shitty one, to be honest. Because I have gotten shitty ones, and when you get a shitty one, it's bad. But
Yeah, it felt like the 575 to me. And
Marcy,
yeah,
oh yeah,
I will send you 2 different 7240s that have different keyways. One has the Avis keyway, and one has that Yale paracentric keyway, or Yale light. And I guarantee I know which one you will open first. And when you figure out exactly what those pins feel like, then you'll open the other one and you'll be like, well, that wasn't as bad as I thought. Like, it's the 7240 I don't like as a beginner lock, even though it is supposed to be one. I'd much rather suggest the 6835 by Master Lock over that to like a brand new green belt, because I think the 6835 is better than the 1100, which I don't like 1100s.
I forgot about that.
This is the hate 1100 show, because usually everybody's like, oh, they're great everywhere, everybody loves them, but like, I'm glad to hear a couple other people hate them as much as I do, because I really do hate them. But yeah, that's a good lock. Is that the one you're holding right now, Marston, the one he was talking about?
I forgot about that. Lou sent me one. And it's I forgot that this was green.
Yep.
Yeah, they are a lot of fun. Those ones are nice.
Yeah, I should. I was gonna make a video, so I have to change plans and include this now, because since I didn't like this and I can't recommend this now, because also it has that same problem as the 575. Where the stacks can be below shear, and therefore you bind on the springs and ruin the springs. So I feel that alone is reason enough not to recommend it, because you're gonna have someone that's fairly new to the locks have to look at the key and decode, is that a max lift, or what is it, a zero cut? What's going on? So I went out to I finally bought an 8. They didn't have any of the brass ones, but I got the 50 millimeter laminated. And normally I don't recommend laminated, because like the Master Lock 3 and some of the Brings, they're garbage. They can be all over the place, from super easy to super hard, and just sloppy and crap. And this thing is a lock. It's beefy. I mean, I would use this as an actual padlock, like where most of these others wouldn't.
A Brinks something.
Huh?
What is that one? Oh, an Ace. Oh yeah.
It's the Ace laminated, and it doesn't. The core isn't sloppy. It's not recessed, and it is crisp. And this was a joy to pick.
I like the Ace a lot, personally. I do like the Ace a lot. I've only had a couple of them, but everyone that I get, it's really a little difficult bastard of a lock, but it's so much fun. I mean, every single one I've tried, and I've tried a few of them, just because I get sent stuff for new pickers, and it changes hands and I send it out to other people, but I've tried a bunch through the times I've done that, and like I said, every single one seems to be just a lot of fun, even though they're tough. I mean, not saying they're not, but I just don't find the American 1100 to be consistent. And I know everybody,
Right.
there's
No.
so many people that like they swear by them.
They'll buy a
type of lock.
dozen of them.
They'll have a whole thing on a carabiner like LPL, and they're like, oh, I can get, I can't stand them. I hate them.
I think the older American 1100s, like the old ones, I think were a lot better. And then the newer ones, I have that same issue of so inconsistent. Like, you don't know what you're going to get. It's like they wiggled a lock core around in a pile of pins and springs, and they're like, whatever sticks is what you get. Like,
and I just can't find I can't pick them, like, and I don't have a consistent like picking of, like, a lot of locks you'll get, and I don't memorize the pins and binding orders and none of that crap. I just pick it because this way I can pick the same one a couple times with it being still a little bit of a challenge. If you start memorizing shit and you know how to pick that lock just from memorizing, it's never going to be hard for you. So I just ignore all that as much as I can. Eventually you kind of get the hang of it, though, where you know how to pick every little thing. But with the 1100s, they're just totally, I rarely get one that I feel that way, that I feel like anytime I pick any of them in my drawer, which I've had for years, they're all still like brand new ones because I have no clue what I'm doing.
They don't have even consistency in the springs. Like, some of them are half smashed. Like,
right, yeah.
So we got Zeph here and Xfinity. So hi guys, we've missed you so very much. Chris Capune says, yes, always try a few different ones, especially that I really think I'm going to have to look and try to send you a couple of mine, and you can try them, because I swear, I think you'll have a whole fresh take on them if you do that. Because honestly, I can't see you hating those, because I mean, just because of how much I like anything pretty much Abus is a lot of fun. But like I said, sometimes you can get a shitty one. Sometimes you get a bastard. That's just how.
That's the thing, though.
Right.
It felt horrible. So if you have a chance of getting one that feels horrible, I don't think I can recommend it. Even if you can get one that still feels good too, because you can't tell before you buy it.
True, but I think all locks have those ones. I don't think it's limited to just a couple.
I don't think that's. I think the ones with better tolerances. I've yet to run into a goal. I mean, I thought that I've picked a huge lot, that many goals either, but it's like they all feel the same to me. The same kind of crispness.
I love goals.
Camera. I'm trying to put my hands up to pick this lock, and my camera's totally being ridiculous. I don't know what it's doing. Is this for real? What the hell?
I just want to clarify for newer pickers out there listening, though, if we have any. When you hear me say, I would suggest this lock or that lock, that's if you can get it. But I highly suggest the lock that you should pick is any lock that you can get your hands on.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they're all going to teach you something different. They're going to make you better. Like, some of them suck worse than others. Not going to deny that. But, I just, whatever you can get your hands on.
For me, it was more enjoyment factor and that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
One of my favorite locks to pick. Yeah, it's just a comfort lock to me. It's not even exactly an easy lock, but Lady Locks, you know how much pain this lock put me through. My gold P, Enos. Right?
Yeah.
I absolutely love that lock
Enos.
now. Yes.
That was funny.
It's pretty much mandatory if you're going to pick a Z. You got to pick the P first.
Oh, definitely. And I suggest picking more than one P to get ready for the Z, because that Goal has this nasty little tendency of they use certain style drivers with certain key pins. So if you have like a really short key pin, you're going to have, usually it's like a longer spool. And then like if you have a long key pin, it'll be like sometimes the T pin in the
Yep.
gold P, which I don't think will be in the Z, but you could either
Right.
have a standard or oh shit, now I can't remember it. But they run little tricks and you notice what they
Right.
do. So you kind of know what to expect.
Actually,
Yeah,
some of the pins, I never put them away.
Yeah, they have like a short, thin lip spool, a long, thin lip spool. They have a thick lip spool.
Yep.
That's longer.
Mushroom.
Yeah. Well, I some people call them mushrooms. I just call them a spool. Like they pick the same
Well,
to me. I never could
Yeah.
tell you what the difference was.
Yeah, the Z pretty much only has, I think, standards, thin-lipped and thick-lipped. Whereas I'm pretty sure the P will have the thin, thick, and
You can get a
mushroom
T-pin in there too.
pen.
any benefit other than bragging, right? You mean on the goals, Xfinity? Yeah, you really do
Well-
learn a lot of control and a lot of
The
you learn a
torpedo.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll come in handy because once you get into Kava, yeah, whack. It's like swamps. It's like, wait, what am I feeling? But
I can't feel anything in them stupid things.
those are dimples, but still. But we were talking about that on an earlier stream, where the torpedo heads will have different shapes to them, and you have to learn the difference in counter rotation from the torpedo head oversetting and the lips of the spools or mushrooms or whatever leaving the milling.
Yeah. Because they use a rounded torpedo head on those key pins, and whenever it goes up into the counter milling, it will, like the smaller diameter, will actually make contact with the Bible as that circular part's going into the over milling, which then creates like a spool-like condition. And whenever it pops into place, congratulations, you're overset. So anyone that's starting to pick any of the gold P's or gold Z's, what I say is push everything till it clicks, and then if you get counter rotation, that's bad.
Yeah.
Like that's a no-no.
For the most part, if it's a long, smooth counter rotation, it's probably going to be a torpedo head. And if it's a short, quick snap, then that's probably a thin lip spool leaving the milling.
Yep.
The trick is the thick lip spool can be closer to what the torpedo head is like. So
Yes.
you have to pay more attention to those.
Have you picked the Tokaz Pro, Marson? Did I
I have
ask
not.
you about that?
No.
I might have asked you. I'm trying to find somebody that's picked it. I know I might have to get a hold of Yabende because I know he's picked it. No one else I know has picked it yet.
And the binding
And he
order.
picked it with a flag,
Talk about
and
a
it's
top
a
tier
disc
pick.
detainer. So I'm confused.
Well,
Oh, somebody said
look
Retep
at
may
it
have
this
picked
way.
one.
He might have. Georgia Gem, did he?
No, I asked him. He said he had never picked one yet either.
Maybe
He
all the
said
top
he
tier
didn't
picks.
have one, so I'm gonna send him mine when I'm done with it and let him pick it. But I just I think I can do it. I've got it down to where I'm pretty good at like locating the discs and moving them with the flag, but I don't know what I'm moving them toward and how to tell when they're set or when, what's going on. It's like I can feel them spinning, and sometimes it feels like maybe they went, they're in a gate or something, whatever you want to call those discs. I guess it's a gate, but I don't really know. I really don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to feel. In all the videos I've watched, nobody actually says what they feel. They're
No.
just showing them doing it. Like, Bende's video is amazing. He shows everything inside the lock. He shows all the parts and pieces. He talks about how everything moves, takes it all apart, shows everything. Then he puts it back together and picks it. And then, he takes it apart again at the end, but he never says when he's picking it. He never says like, I'm waiting to feel this, or I'm trying to feel that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm just like, what am I feeling? Because I can feel the shit moving, but I don't know. Usually you can feel something happening, but in these, it's like, it's a disc detainer, but you can't rotate it back to see if it's in a gate. Like when I'm picking a disc detainer, I'll take it back and forth to see when it's actually able to freely move, and then I know it's in a gate. But with this one, you're just pushing it one way. And so I don't know what I'm supposed to feel like. I'm not sure. So I just don't know what to do with it at this point. But it looks like it's going to be fun, and I can definitely pick it. But just don't know what the hell I'm supposed to be doing with it other than that. And let's see. I did that challenge, the 3 purple belt lock challenge. I finished gutting everything and did it in 11 minutes 59 seconds. But I failed because I took the locks out of frame a couple times on accident. So I said, oh, well, I don't care. I'm not doing it again. I don't want to do a challenge that you got to gut things anymore. I don't mind gutting things, but not in a time constraint. That really makes me upset, and I don't like it. So
too much risk for me.
Especially with your purple belt locks. If it's like a blue belt, I don't mind if I scatter the shit, because you can eventually piece it back together. That purple belt, I did them 2 pin and pins, and it took me 45 minutes to put one back together, because you got to only match the outer pin but the inner pin, and I had no idea where any of them went because I speed gutted it. So hello, John Doe, thank you for the super chat. He says, did I hear Bobby? However, it's too late for me. Well, Bobby is here. He is here with us.
I am here.
But I know it's too late for you, John, but I appreciate you stopping by and saying hello. We love you so much. Get a good night's sleep. And
Yes,
I understand if you can't stay.
I'll get a hold of you sometime later, John.
Change your number or hide, John. You heard that. He's over here threatening you. He's gonna call you.
Hey,
you better hide.
Hey, I still like him. I haven't sent him one of my challenge locks yet.
Let's see.
Speaking of which, I am almost done with it. The only thing I have left to do is figure out how to make the key work 100% of the time. But my next challenge lock that I'll be releasing into the wild, I am going to have a sign up for on our Discord over at Unlocked.
Good luck with that.
The first round will be allowed 25 pickers. Then the lock will be returned back to me, and then the next 25. And then each picker will have 5 days with the lock before they have to move it on. And the only thing you have to do to prove to me that you picked it is show me a picture of it gutted. Because you can't use the key to open it. You have to pick it in order to gut it.
All right. That sounds like fun. Who's going to moderate and keep track of all that? You?
Yeah,
it's going to be hard. I don't know. I'm just a heads up. Just don't know what to expect for 25. That. I know they try to do people. Like a whole website for challenge locks and try to get them like kind of like done like that. And I know TLP 1969 had a set that he'd sent around. They kind of tend to get like lost in the fray unless you really keep up on it. So just make sure you keep up on it real good.
I'm going to, and that's why it might not even be 25 at first. It might be 20. But each person will know who they have to send it to next. And I will be in contact with everybody because I'll have a copy of the list. And there is going to be a prize for the first person that successfully picks this lock. So
Hmm.
yes, and it will be a good prize. It might start with, and no, I'll give you a word that rhymes with it. Okay, so it rhymes. It rhymes with sockwood.
Oh, jeez. Let me get this the right way. Maybe that's why it's messed up. Let's try that. I'm trying to get this thing lined up to show my lock. It's not really what I'm seeing on my screen on my phone is different from what it's showing in the StreamYard. So you made it out of a lockwood? Is that what we're saying?
No,
there?
no. The prize is a.
Oh.
I'll just say it's a lockwood that is pre-assa abloy. So it's
A cool one.
Little one, yeah. It's a good one, and she's a bigger one. But
I don't recognize this key.
That looks like an Abus key.
Or I mean, I kind of remember seeing it, but I don't remember what it goes to now.
I have a whole bin full of keys that I know I have the locks for, but I don't know what they go in. So I'm just like, I use keys. So I just keep them in that bin.
Exactly. Yeah.
Somebody was chatting about that in the over in the LPU. Someone was doing handcuffs or something, and then we're like, make sure you have the key. And I said, what's a key?
Yeah, what's a key?
Like, why are we talking about keys there in the lock picking thing?
In my blue and purple box, so that should be one of those. But
I mean, technically, for a lock to be in use, wouldn't you have to have the key? So if you don't have the key, then it couldn't possibly be in use. I mean,
yeah, I guess
that's how I'm going to justify it.
Yeah, that's the Tokos Pro there. But yeah, a couple people were asking about the XP in the chat on. It's a new YouTube feature, I guess. So the more you chat, the more XP you earn. Or like G Keyman said, or send me money and then you earn XP. So that's how it works. I don't know. I wonder if making longer messages. Try it, XVin. Make like a whole long thing.
Yeah.
Even got like sort of pseudo timer.
Now my question is, will it rack me up XP on the membership?
I don't know. I do not know.
I don't know.
That's a separate, XP, like, it seems like it's totally separate. And then we got the new StreamYard feature down in the corner there, down there in the corner that's showing the chat. So it's keeping the chat like posted on the screen, which is kind of cool. But I guess you can see it if you're looking on the computer. Just kind of. Yeah, it resets every stream. Zeph, don't give these guys any ideas. Just start reciting Shakespeare. Chat.
Romeo,
yeah, you gotta
Romeo.
Chat. The thing is, we're gonna break it on my stream because we have the best. Always have the best audience. Never stops chatting. The chat like never gets dull, and like even when you're reading it, you're cracking up because everybody's always just so like our chat's the best chat on YouTube. So we might break the XP.
By far.
It's having a hard time like keeping up, I swear. Just on our regular chat. Now imagine when you guys start deciding to actually chat to make this go, to make it go.
They just wanted to see, YouTube wanted just a way to gauge how awesome your chats really are. Like that's why they designed the system. They're like, we need a way to see how cool it is. Like,
yeah, everybody only has 75. It's weird as hell. And when you go and look on, do you guys have a little crown at the top of the thing that says community? Can you see that on top of the chat or no? Or is that just me that sees it? Because it shows everybody's XP, but it can't be right because Kraken donated like, I don't know, $60, and it says you can get them by donating super chats, and he doesn't have any XP yet. He was number one for like a minute, and then it went away. Yeah, Chris says he sees it. Yeah, if you click it, if you click on it, Chris, you can see the points, I think. It's new. I'm so confused. Wait, let's Isamu Sushi wants to know what the hell we're talking about. Chat what? We were just talking about this weird XP that's on there, Isamu Sushi. Oh, it maxes out. Okay. There are caps to it. Okay. So we max the shit out of it. That's basically what's happening. We're maxing it out over and over again.
If you gather XP for leaving your 4-way flashers on for more than 20 miles, I am a pro. Like, I just looked down and my 4-way flashers were going, and I was like, dude, I turned my 4-ways on at mile marker 120, and I'm at mile marker 80. So, yeah, I drove all that way with my 4-ways on and didn't realize it.
Oh, God.
Oh, well.
That's funny. That's like a Karen move there.
Right. I want to talk to your manager.
Yeah. Look out. Trucker wants to talk to the manager now. Good Lord. Yeah, I'm having a hard time with this dang camera. I don't know. Oh, well, guys. I still feel like picking a lock, so that's what I'm going to do. And who cares? Maybe
I'll make a Karen video whenever I'm picking a lock. Like, I'll complain about how bad the lock actually is. And then I'll have to have somebody else be like, well, you still picked it. That's not the point. The point was it's a bad lock. Like,
well, hate to head out, but I'm fading. So,
oh, that's all right, Marson. I completely understand. It was late when we got started, so we got a late start, and it still was fun. We learned a lot. You showed us a lot of stuff, and it's much appreciated, man.
No problem.
Much appreciated.
Have a good one, Marson.
All right, catch you guys later.
Take care. I'm gonna gather up a bunch of 7240s to send to Marson because I swear he's gonna have to like them.
They're not. The 7240 was the first greenbelt lock that I picked, and to me, the first one was the hardest one. Then once I learned it, and I was like, "Oh, okay, this is what this feels like." Yeah. Then they became a lot. They became a lot more fun. But I prefer those over an 1100 any day of the week.
Me too. But now I'm going to get that big ace. I don't know if I've picked. I don't know if I've picked that giant one that Marson had. That was a pretty crazy looking one.
Cool. That was awesome.
You know what? The nails do interfere with picking if you are a person who picks like and touches the lock, because I know I do touch the lock, but it just depends. It just depends now if I do or not. I pick more like Chris now, away from the lock with nothing resting on the lock. So I think I picked that up when I put long nails on, because I couldn't touch the lock no more because the nail gets in the way. You can't just touch it, and it puts it in an awkward place because you're bumping into things. I think a little bit longer wouldn't be bad. But longer, like even these are shorter. I told him I wanted them shorter, and so I got them shorter, but even the shorter ones are long. Like, it's still long. You know what I mean? Look how long that still is. So
great
even though
idea.
It's shorter, it's like it's still long. So I think it interferes a little bit, but you know what? I totally worked around it. No, I can, it doesn't bother me.
Trucker,
it's harder to type.
What's your idea? So what you need to do is you need to have Ryan drill a hole in your thumbnail that you can hang a 30mm padlock, so that way you always have a lock to pick no matter where you go. See, I
have a baby one that Lock Chuck gave me that I wear on a necklace. I could put that on there.
There you go. That is perfect. Little TSA lock, little 25mm or whatever.
They do have little charms that people drill a hole in their nails and hang off of their nails. They're like little charms, like little earrings almost. They hang them off their nails. It's hilarious.
I saw that and I'm like, what in the good could that possibly even achieve? Like,
yeah, it's a lot of that stuff stupid. I have little locks and keys I can put on my nails too. They're actually tiny little metal locks and keys. They're super cute. I had them on for one video one time. Somebody knows, like, that's so cool. Yeah, guys, the XP thing is kind of freaking stupid. So, I mean, I don't know how to turn it off. It's just on. It's just YouTube doing its thing, making more nonsense. And how about it took me like 3 weeks to go from 8,900 subscribers to 9,000 subscribers. It was only like 8 I needed for 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden, once I hit 9,000, YouTube just gave up on like trying to keep it down. And I gained like 15 in a day. Like, why?
Wow.
Why? That makes absolutely no sense. None at all. They would not let me get to 9,000 for anything. I can't even imagine what 10,000 is going to be like. I can't even imagine it. It's going to be like 2 months of like, I'm going to need 10 subscribers. And that's going to be happening for like 2 months. Because I would gain like 3 or 4. And then all of a sudden I'd lose like 5. Like, that's nice. You know, it was so rude. Yeah, they have taken it to another level with them. Some of that nail art is crazy. Oh, yes. Thank you, Humboldt. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm aiming for 10K. I'm going to manifest. So that's all I'm just going to talk like it is going to happen. Because if I talk like it's not, then it might not. Because YouTube really doesn't want me to get there. YouTube so hates me so bad. They do not want me up there. But I'm going to keep doing it just for that reason. It just keeps trying to mess with me. And now I'm on a mission. I'm like, oh yeah, watch.
If you don't, no, look at it this way. The longer it takes, just blame it on me. Just be like, it's all your fault, trucker. Because YouTube, it's like, you're friends with that trucker kid? Yeah, get away. Like, he's nonsense.
Go to your tab and select settings. Dang it. I don't have a settings. Wait, top chat, live chat, and pull. Send the pull. All right. Go to the settings. Yeah, I don't have that on mine. Let's see. Where is it at again? Go to your your tab and select settings, then live chat. In the live chat section, toggle off the leaderboard, and I don't have a live chat section. I can't do it. I have moderation activity, timestamps, or reactions. Those are my only toggles. Yeah. Oh well. Did you, Keybeard? Yeah, you know how they do it with bot farms, probably. And then YouTube will kick you out for using bots. Stu said, I blame Trucker a lot. Yeah, those are all my AI friends. They're legit my friends. Why are you getting mad at me?
Yeah. Ask ChatGPT. It told me. These are my friends.
Face reveal at 10K. I already blew that one. OnlyFans. I did it at 5K. Yeah, look, that would be funny if you could get 5,000 in a day. Do a face reveal for 10K.
Bring me a dream. The fastest 5K that I've ever seen. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I sang that out loud.
5 times 3 different people that want to control your page is a scam, yeah. Oh, goodness. Oh, and here's Ryan doing all kind of crazy stuff. He's probably already built a house while I was on the live stream. Keybeard signed up. You have to let me know how it goes, Keybeard. Let me know how it goes. Yeah, we want to see how that works out. So this is just a Kaba. Georgia Jim said it looks like a Kaba Peaks, which I don't know what that is. I mean, I guess this is a Kaba Peaks if that's what he said. But this lock is either ridiculously easy, okay? So some days I'll sit down to pick it, and I'll pick it in about, I don't know, 15 seconds. And I have to check the Discord here. And I can pick it in about 15 seconds. And then other days I'll sit down to pick it, and it does not open for anything. And it feels like I'm setting things, but nothing happens. Like, this is a nice little false set here. You would think it's probably going to be open soon, but yeah, it probably won't. It's probably one of the times where it's the most ridiculously hard thing to pick in the world.
It's always pin one. Pin one. Yeah. It's always pin one.
X-Fin. That's about right. Yeah, Humboldt said that too. Sounds about right, X-Fin. Yeah, click on this link. Never click on a link in an email.
No.
That's horriblest thing you could do. Especially if you are a YouTuber. He really try to get you.
One time I did, because this Middle Eastern lady was in love with me, and she was a princess. Lord. And I was like, God. Yay, I'm going to be rich. And then they took my bank account. They were rich. I was poor.
Oh my God. Yeah, don't fall for that trick. Do not fall for that one.
It was weird. They wanted me to pay for airfare with Home Depot gift cards. I don't know what was up with that, but I mean.
Yeah. I watched that Scammer Payback a lot.
Oh, that's so great, isn't it?
Yeah, I love that one a lot. I get a kick out of that.
Did you ever see the one? Kick out of that. The lady that does the voice of Siri, or yeah, the girl that did the voice of Siri.
Yeah.
She fucks with scammers, and she's like, thank you for calling the Microsoft Fraud Detection Network. Press 1, and all of a sudden they're like, click.
They get too scared.
It was so great. I love watching that stuff. I'm like, hell yeah.
Oh shit! Humboldt said I lost my Instagram over a scammer. Oh my gosh, what happened?
Oh wow.
Wyndham said, I do feel also the way your mood is can also affect your picking. I agree 100,000% on that. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, none of it. Yeah, text messaging isn't even safe anymore. That's the most rude thing in the world. Of all things, you could get spam calls all day long and people trying to do all this stuff to you, but you could always count on that your text messages were going to be just from your friends. Now,
right?
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Has anybody else gotten the text message from the USPS? We have your package, but your shipping info is incomplete. Yeah. Do not ever, under any circumstance, think that that's legit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely not. The way I look at it is this. If you did all this to get my phone number, you got my information, you got enough information to get my package to me, so I don't know what to tell you.
Right, exactly. I'm like, wait a minute, I haven't ordered anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, yep. And I know my postman anyway, so like
it's crazy. There's a lot of them like to do that. It's not right. Yeah, those are scams. Yep. FedEx and UPS. Holy shit. Isamu Sushi got it from a lot of them. Chris said too, yeah.
And a new one that's going around is they will call you from Google fraud detection or Amazon fraud detection.
Oh, yeah.
And it sounds legit because then they'll start reading you stuff off. But then I thought about it for a second. the guy's like, have you placed an order for these Apple AirPods and this other stuff? Total bill was like $1,500. And I'm like, no, that was not me. And he's like, well, can I have your email address? I'm like, well, if you're looking at my account, you should already have my email address. Yeah. And he's like, we just need to verify. I'm like, okay, so read to me what you have and I'll verify if that's my email address. And he's like, we have an email address here of, and he read off some name, like some email address. And I'm like, yeah, that's not me. And he's like, well, what's yours? So that way we can make sure. And I'm like, no, you don't need to know mine. If you already have my account, you should have mine. Dude, we went round and round. And finally I was like, he's like, well, we need to get you in touch with your financial institution to make sure that these charges don't go through. What is the name of your bank, sir? And I'm like, well, if you're looking at my account, my bank is listed. So you should know that. And he's like, so I just fed into it. And I was like, okay, here's the name of my bank. And they're like, he's like, okay. He's like, stay on the line. I'll get you in touch with the fraud or their fraud department. And I'm like, okay. So this lady gets on the line. She's like, hi, my name is whatever from and insert my bank name here, fraud department. And I'm like, I will call my bank directly and let them know what's going on because this is a scam. And she's like, no, sir, I work for your bank. And I'm like, no, you don't, because my bank doesn't have a fraud detection or fraud department. They use a third party. And I know the name of that company too. So nice try. Have a good day. Click. Freaking. Oh my God. They are relentless.
Yes, Izmu Sushi said, yet my package always seems to arrive even though I never click and give him any info. That's right. Frick says, in Ohio, there are toll road scams. And G Keyman said, I had a call on Wednesday when I was expecting my Bando package. Said my package from Florida contained $50,000 in cash, rugs, and 15 fake driver's licenses. And the Indian voice said he was from the DEA. I would have been like, well, you know what? I need all that stuff, so send it on, please.
Yeah.
Like,
that was Trucker's package. That not mine.
Right? Or they say that customs has your stuff. Please click to get it corrected. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man. Texting. I have unpaid tolls. Yep. Been that one. Seen that one too.
Yeah. I paid tolls one time, but it was legit. It wasn't a scam. But then we got hit 2 months ago with that. With my girlfriend's car miraculously got a toll from somewhere in Massachusetts. And I'm like, that car's never been in Massachusetts. I'm not paying it. Like, no.
Crazy.
They put more work into not doing work than actually going and getting a job. Like,
insane. What's up, Dean? Knoxlock says, is that trucking lock I hear? Yes, it is. Yeah, there's tons of fraudulent texts lately. Then when I start getting texts from AliExpress notification, I thought it was fake, but it was actually notifying my package was on the porch. Yeah, there's so many of them. It's like you can't escape it, man.
Right. Well, didn't you get the email? Well, yeah, I got the email. Well, why didn't you respond? Well, because I don't believe everything I read on the internet.
Yeah. Elijah said those tool scams are so stupid, but unfortunately people do fall for them. Yeah, I mean, you figure if they send out 100,000 of those texts and even get 10% of them back or 5% of them back, and they get money from people, it's and the emails is the worst because all your information is connected to all this stuff. And so just never click on any links. And just got my credit card hacked for the second time. No more ordering online for me. Yeah, Humboldt, you can order through PayPal, and That way everything you order stays secure, because they can only get back to your PayPal. They never get your actual credit card numbers. So, you can always use PayPal as the source to order from, and then just connect your credit card or bank account to your PayPal. That stays secure. And then when you order, you use the PayPal instead, and then they don't get any of your info.
Yeah, that's what I've done. I got the PayPal debit card or whatever, and whenever I need to make a purchase, I just transfer the money into my PayPal account and then use the PayPal card.
Yeah, I don't mess with the thing using my numbers, but yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, there's so many until PayPal gets hacked. Yeah, well, PayPal was doing that whole thing with that what was that other honey scam. PayPal was involved in that, taking people's commissions, all these YouTubers commissions and stuff. That was crazy. They bought that place for $3 billion or something. So there's a reason why it was worth that much. That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of things. I had something that got mailed to me saying that I had won something from Amazon, or I was getting something or rewards or something from Amazon. And it was like, all you have to do is give a good review of our product, and then you'll get like a $20 Amazon card or something like that. But the paper that it was on, like everything about, I made a video about it on that other channel I was using, and it was just so scammy. And I was like, this is so obviously scammy. Like, I don't, welcome Lockchuck. Hi, how are you?
Hello.
How you doing? What you got there? What are you picking? That looks freaking cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Shoot. How you getting all these bougie locks? These are cool.
Yeah, well, I got a friend that hooked me up from the UK. I ordered everything on eBay, shipped it to him, and then paid him to ship it to me. So
nice. Yeah, that's a nice one. Does that have a magnet in it?
Yep.
Ooh.
There's a magnet I gotta use.
I just watched someone's video about that. Lockpicking Dev just did one.
Yeah,
with that one.
He beat me to them. I've had these for a couple weeks, and he beat me to getting them picked. So
Chris says hi.
Oh, hey, Chris.
Elijah says Lockchuck in the house.
Yeah, sorry I'm late.
Keybeard.
So
Yeah, we'll all pitch in on that. Oh, sorry, Trucker. Trucker said, "How you been, Lockchuck?"
Oh, I'm good. How are you? Busy.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, pure craziness.
Yeah, it's like this year has been insane. It's totally insane. It started like the first of the year, and it's never gotten better yet. I don't get it. It's like, what the heck? Everyone's super busy and all this stuff going on, and I'm actually doing a video. Hopefully it'll be this week that I put it out, but talking about the people getting scammed by fake locksmiths, people that say they're locksmiths and then come on, do a bunch of crappy work and leave them high and dry.
This is a tidbit of information for anybody from Pennsylvania. I know this is true in Pennsylvania. Since I have my EIN number, and I'm an LLC officially, I can consider myself a locksmith with my business. So I'm a locksmith, so I get to shop on the good sides of the places like we were just talking about this. Shit, I can't remember what Southern Specialties. Like the stuff that you don't see on the website. Like Covert has the hidden room, right? Where that's reserved for like government agencies, first responders, stuff like that. Yeah. So if you have an LLC, you can be a locksmith in Pennsylvania because you don't need a certification. You can just say that you are.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of states that you don't need it, and that's how come people are getting ripped off a lot because that's the problem. Yeah.
I can be a
Yeah,
locksmith.
Isamu
I have a
Sushi,
drill.
I hear you on that. Isamu Sushi, you can do a Patreon, buddy. You can go make a Patreon. And you can have people donate to your Patreon, or you can use your PayPal for that. You just put up your, the Patreon, though, that doesn't take any, like the GoFundMe, I think takes some money off the top for like taxes
Yes,
and
they
things
do.
like that. And so sometimes that can suck if you're just because, it takes some of the money that people donate. But, and so does like YouTube. They take some of the money and stuff. But Patreon, I don't think they take anything. And I think PayPal takes money to like transfer it and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
but you could do a PayPal or something like that.
Yeah, it's
Just
I
post
don't
it
like
in the server and tell people you need help or whatever. But what happened to all your electronics, or you just want to upgrade? Has anyone seen the latest Doctor Who got weirder and dumber? No, I didn't. Oh shit. He said, I got robbed at the store and they stole all my personal electronics, including my iPad, my iPod Pros, my card, headphones, headphone adapter, my other corded headphones, oh my god.
That sucks.
I am so sorry. Yeah, you should definitely do something. Put up a PayPal and just there's a page on my server you can actually say you need donations. I think it's called donations. I put it there for like if I needed donations for the channel and stuff, but you're welcome to put your thing up there and tag everyone. Yeah, so sorry that happened. That's crazy.
Yeah, that sucks, man. Sorry to hear that.
Man. This world's so terrible nowadays. I can't even.
It is.
That's why I like to stay in my little spot and pick locks and be left alone.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to be out in the world with all these people, and it's way too people-y. But then again, that's also why I conceal carry.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, that really sucks, man. But you're welcome to put a thing up to ask for some donations on that. That's terrible. Oh, Lord. Zeph, holy crap.
Oh, there we go.
You got it.
Yep.
Oh, remove that. Nice friggin' job. I think Downfall lent me one of those, but I think I sent it back to him because I was like, I'm never picking this thing unless I still have it. But I still have all the magnets he gave me too.
Well, good. You're going to need them soon.
Oh, shit. Is that a threat? I hear a threat.
This one will do. I want to go in your package. Here about that.
Oh, jeez.
Because I guess that one's going to go to you.
I still have your package, Chuck. I haven't forgotten. I just haven't been home. I've been
that's
out.
no problem.
I still have this. I want to cut this one in half for you too, Lockchuck. Have you ever picked a shit? I think this is called a Kaba Gemini or something like that.
Nah.
It's a high pin count insane idiot lock. But it's a one of these that has a full thing, so I'm gonna give you half of this one too. I don't know if you'll like it. It's a Kaba and they suck.
I don't know. Is that the one that you look at it and it looks like teeth in it? It's like 4 rows of teeth.
I don't think this one is, but I do have one like that. And thank you for reminding me. I'll send you that one too.
No, I got several of those sitting in there
I have
from John
a
Doe.
whole bunch too. All right, I gotta put that in a pile too to cut that. John Doe sent me this beautiful MT5. I think this is a black belt one.
I think the one with the 4 rows. I think the one with the 4 rows and like 2 of the rows are at like 45-degree angles.
Yeah.
I think that's the Quattro.
Oh yeah, I got it.
This one has sliders, but I don't know. Let's take a look with the camera and see what the F is going on in this damn thing, because I don't know how to pick sliders. I've never yet picked a slider successfully. And for my brown belt, I made a tool that was supposed to be to pick sliders. Yeah, and I never did. Let me see if I can get this camera. Hold on a second.
Yeah,
Reach it without ripping my audio out of here. Okay. Maybe.
I've just been able to move it with a pick, stick a pick in there and just kind of wiggle them in there.
Yeah, I just never know what the heck I'm supposed to do with it. That's super annoying. All right, let's see, top and bottom.
I haven't picked this one yet, but I found this on eBay. All brass 83 with a brass shackle already.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Nice.
I got one that's all brass like that. They're beautiful.
They are.
Yeah, see. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, how do you even move those things to pick them? I don't know if I can even get this on the screen here. Let me see if I can try to
right
get
above
this
the key pins
on the screen. Yeah, there is. It's not gonna let me get it on the screen. Good. There's the key pins, and then you can kind of see the sliders in there. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's really ignorant. So it's got pin and pin, plus whatever that thing is. Look at that thing. What is that?
That's the sliders.
That one over there? Oh, they're on this side.
Yeah, they should be under the
track.
Yeah, that should be under the key pins. Yep.
Oh God, how in the fudge do you get that? Oh.
A pro board most time.
How in the world would you do something like that? That's insanity, people.
Very carefully and with lots of willpower.
That's ridiculous. How do you even do something like that? Who does this? Who's done this? There gotta be somebody. Which way do I tension it? This way.
It don't matter. Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
But it just depends on which side binds first. Probably the pins. Usually the sliders are second.
Yeah. This is ridiculous.
Well, that's probably no different than, the ASA guideline? Isn't it sliders?
Yeah, I never picked out. I've never picked the slider, so I don't know. I don't know. I know the Desmo's a slider. I had one and gave it to what's his name?
Well,
sadistic picker.
That's a different whole story right there. That guidelines.
Yeah, what the fuck is this? And these aren't even feeling. I'm gonna have to spray this one out. I think it's a little bit needs sprayed. Things ain't liking to move in here. Very wild and trippy. And I don't know how I was picked then. I would have to get like I guess just a regular pick that don't have a point and just slide it in there. I don't know.
I will say when I send again, we'll give you the warning when I send you this one. The exterior side has 6 trap pins.
Oh shit!
So be careful on the exterior. The interior side doesn't have them, so you can practice on that. But then when you get to the exterior side, there's 6 of them.
What do you do with those? You just got to pick them, right?
Yeah, you just pick them real light tension. I'm assuming that was a motorcycle passing trucker.
Oh,
Sounded
yeah.
like it.
He made me flinch because I didn't hear him until he was by me.
Oh shit.
Sheesh. But yeah, so in position, you pick. Let's see, 1, 3, and 5. You have to pick them. So
Ooh, goodness.
they're real dainty springs. So if you tension them hard enough, you can rip the springs like I did. And
Oh shoot.
then you got to fix it.
Oh, okay. I can't believe you trust me with another lock.
Oh, that one,
I knew you were nuts.
No, that one's yours to keep. That's what you do to it is you.
That's on you.
Oh, at some point here, Lady Lux, I want to borrow your Dom Saturn
Okay.
because I need another red belt lock to pick.
Yeah, you can borrow it. It's a fun one.
I don't know why I'm volunteering to pick a Dom.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of sick of you.
Well, have I
Kinda
ever
sick.
taken an easy road, like when it came to anything?
Yeah, I guess not. All right. I mean, I don't know what the heck to expect out of this one. I don't think it went into a false set yet. I guess I gotta pick it to a false set though. Then to get the sliders engaged. Yeah, I think you're gonna like these Magnum locks, lock chuck. I just picked the other one again the other day to get it on video. But they got to get cut. I'm gonna do the cutting this week. I got a couple packages to mail out. I'm gonna cut these for you. And do you have an Eva GPI lock chuck?
Eva GPI. I'm trying to remember what that. Let's see. LP.
Or a Yale 500 Plus?
Yeah, I do have a 500 Plus.
Okay.
I think because that's the one with the skeletonized core. Right.
Yeah.
What was that?
I got
Eva DP EPS or DPS?
Yeah. Okay, this one's a GPI, so it's different.
GPI.
Yeah, it's blue belt. And then that one I sent you, I think is brown belt. That Magnum I sent you, I think that's a brown belt lock.
I gotta get back to that thing.
Yeah, you got to get it picked for your points. That's 6 points for that thing, I think, or something. That's
GPI. I don't have it marked down, but it looks real familiar, like one that John Doe sent me. That's a weird keyway. If it's could be different than the one that's on the website.
Where the heck did it go now? No, I lost it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this one just has like a regular old paracentric keyway.
Oh,
I mean, it's pretty yucky, but here it is. This one. I don't know if it's gonna let it focus. I don't know. It's just like it's pretty shitty keyway, but and the bidding's pretty crazy on it as well. So it's a pretty tough little lock, honestly. Let's see. Each time window, okay. How much conversation do I need to get a crown over here? I do not know. The XP limit was raised again. Okay. So the new max is 225. Okay. Jeez, oh man. Love it and hate it equally. Yeah. They're messing with us hard with this XP shit, I'll tell you what. We're more confused about that than anything else. We're all sitting there like, what the heck? Yeah, I got no idea on that, guys. That's a whole YouTube thing. That is not me. If you want, the only things that we have trophies here for is the channel members when they do different times that they've been a channel member for. It changes. So, oh, Wyndham's looking into some Mindy locks. Those can be crazy. Rockshook's finding something.
I'm trying to see if I got. Let's see. No. Trying to.
Ooh. Yeah, this thing, man. Like one or two pins picked, and that's about it.
Let's see what we got in here.
That's about it.
Let's see. I don't know if. Let's see, what is this one? I got this Eva, but I don't know what it is. Let's see. I don't know which one that is.
Oh, that looks like the GPI. That's the one I picked. Let me look it up real quick. I know which one that is. I think that's the Eva GP, or not the GPI. Let me see.
This is the DPI.
Oh, okay, the DPI. Yeah.
I do have one of those.
DPI and DPS, I believe, are the same thing with different names.
Maybe the only one I got. I know I had an Eva, but I didn't know.
Yeah,
it's that's a
little bastard.
I think that's the 500 plus right there.
Yeah, that is. Yeah,
because it's horizontal.
It's got... Yeah. Oh, Only Pin's got is going to be doing disc detainer pick tip making.
Who is?
Okay, Only Pins.
Cool.
Axel. Now I got my pick stuck. I hate these stupid locks. You son of a bitch. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't have any luck with this thing. Not real sure on this one, folks. It looks like the first pin's pretty high set. Even the inner pin. No.
Right. Let's get back to this. Oops.
Don't freaking know. Dang it. Wait, what's happening over here? Oh, right. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely know when you get your black belt. Pushing a new update to medical information. Oh, okay. Revamped how the pick guide and my pictures for my collection. Oh, that'll be cool.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, let me know when you revamp it. I want to do a kind of like an instructional video for Medico picking, and then kind of like show your website and stuff too on the video. So once you, well, I got to do the video first, but I want to use your video or your website in the video to show people about it. Love that thing. I keep looking at my thumbnails on my YouTube channel, and I have your Medicos in a couple of the thumbnails, your collection in the backgrounds on like a couple of my thumbnails. Any Medicos, I'm like, it's Axel's background. Yeah, man, this thing is terrible. And you can't go down the side with the sliders because you just can't fit it at the same time. I'm getting like one binding pin. I think I need to spray it is what's the problem because it feels very gunky inside. It's definitely not a clean one. It's a gunked up.
It has had a hard life.
Yeah. Yes, it has. Yeah, it's not like just clicking in. The gunk is making the clicks feel very, mushy, and it's hard to feel them. I can feel one binding and then I click it, but I can't tell if it's set or overset because it just feels like all mushy and yucky. Don't know. But yeah, I don't know how to pick sliders, so I think I'm going to try to pick this lock though and eventually try to pick the sliders, I guess. They must not go a hole really that far, right? They're only sitting on that side. Don't. Yeah, I was gonna say.
The ones I picked like that, they don't move very much.
Yeah, it looks like there might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sliders. Or 6.
Wow.
I don't know if that's true though. I don't know. And then there's even a little interactive piece on the back of this too. Holy shit. This is a crazy little lock. Maybe that's what I'm missing, huh?
Yeah, maybe the
there
interactive.
Might be a pin. I bet you there's a pin back there. And I ain't finding it. Because I didn't see it. Yeah, let's see. Is there? Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a little nubby thing in the back. I wonder if that's an interactive pin. It looks like it might be. I bet you that's why I can't get it open. Or why I can't get anything to bind, I bet you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yep. That's an interactive pin. Ooh, this is a little crazy little fucker, man. Little bastard. You little bastard. Alright, so somewhere in the middle, right behind all of the pins, is something that needs picked. But when? First, second, third? Easily picked, not easily picked? What are we doing here? And can I find it? That's the question. I don't know, guys. Uh-oh. Huh. Is it getting picked? I should have left the camera on to see if I got it picked or not. Trying to envision it. I think I found it. I think it's right here. I do not have to worry about rolling my own life. I got married. Jace, what's up? How are you?
Hello.
How have you been, buddy? We're just picking different locks and I'm struggling on this thing here. It's got an interactive pin. And I just found the little bastard. Now I gotta figure out when I'm supposed to pick it. Because I ain't that sure. It's like, it's really annoying me. I think it has to be picked first. I ain't sure. Alright, let's get the camera back out and let me see. Let's see if it's even something that's actually happening or if I'm going cuckoo. Let's see if I'm just
Don't know
going
why.
to-
All I can think of right now is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
All
Oh,
right.
there we go. The Avis is down. There we go.
Oh wait, that could have been a slider I saw.
Let's see.
Wait, what did I see earlier? Or is it on top? Is it on top? Yeah, it's on the top. No.
Let's.
Yes, it's on the top. Is that it? It's so hard to tell. I think it is on the top. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. Tension it this way. And I pick it and okay, it's right there. That's right there on the top. Huh. All right, well, when you tension it, nothing happens though. Dang, I thought that was gonna make it so things would start binding, but it seems like it doesn't do jack shiz. When you tension it, nothing happens. Well, dang it. Man. This is a multi-lock MT5.
And now, you said that one's the black belt one?
Yes, I believe it is. I believe.
No mastering. Wow.
I mean, it could be something else. I have not gutted it, but John Doe sent it to me, and he has all them crazy ass locks. So I'm just assuming it's probably the toughest, ridiculous version he could find.
Yeah, I'm looking at those sliders, and those are horrendous. Oh my god.
Oh man, really?
Which I don't know if they're.
Shit.
I don't know if they're. Are they sliders or what are they?
I don't know. Maybe I should move some of them. Maybe it's.
Yeah, they are. Okay, they're sliders, but they actually have false gates in them.
Of course they do. Why the
Yeah.
fuck wouldn't they?
Of course
Why
they
the
do.
fuck wouldn't they? Of course they have false gates. God damn.
And
Oh, fuck.
is there a roller on the tip? Is that it? Is there like a roller interactive on the tip?
Yes.
Okay, that's your interactive all the way in the back.
Yeah. It didn't do anything, but it might
Five
not
is-
activate till later.
There's 5 sliders on the sidebar, 5 pins, and then a 6 pin is the interactive. It is probably a spool, a thin lip spool on the interactive.
Yeah, figures. Yeah, it wouldn't activate, so it must have to be like after you pick something or something. You know, you probably got to get the top stack, then the interactive.
Yeah, because it looks like the outer pins look like they're all, they kind of look like they're all standards, but then the inner pins look like mushrooms.
Well, I can't even get anything to pick, so I don't know. I can't really get anything to happen. I might have to just spray it out and come back to it because I do believe nothing's really wanting to bind in this one. Well, I don't know. Maybe one thing, but then as soon as I click it, it's like dirty feeling. Feels like it's not like a crisp, you know, it's really hard to tell what's going on. And my pick stuck again. Son of a bitch. Wild. The more I learn, the happier I am. Sorry, guys. I'm bored, and this stupid crown thing is super entertaining to me at this moment. Oh, that sucks. Was that Zeph that said his mom got a sewing machine shipped from the UPS and the box came scratched and dented with holes in it? That figures.
Yeah.
They just really don't care anymore, you know. They don't care. Bushcraft rebooted. Welcome in. We're just picking some locks and complaining about getting ripped off and bitching about life in general. Keybeard had his ADHD's kicked in and he's super into the crowns in the chat. So Trucker, you still here?
Yep, I'm still here.
Trucker's still here on voice.
Making my way through York, Pennsylvania with all this Pennsylvania wildflowers, the construction cones and barrels.
Yeah, I am unable to feel anything in the interactive. Oh, it's just kind of flopping around. I'll have to watch a couple videos on the preferred method of picking this sucker. This is kind of interesting, though. I think I might like it. I think I might want to try to pick it for reals.
For reals?
Yeah, for reals. Hey, I picked the other couple that had this stupid interactive pins, and I've picked the interactive multi-lock and the clones and all that crap. And I'm pretty good at those. So, I mean, add in some ridiculous side pins that have false gates, which sounds ridiculous. Like, how much security do you need early? Okay. Yeah, evidently you need a ton. Yeah, I'm gonna spray this out with my Houdini spray. Picksmith would kill me. My Houdini spray. Yeah, I can hear things dropping when I let off the tension, but it's very odd that I can't, you know. I can't tell much else. Let's see. Try. Yeah, I really have to get some flags. I got jack shit for flags. That could be a problem too. You gotta have the right flags.
Talk to Burn V1, I believe it is.
Yeah, he's making some cool flags, huh?
Yeah, yes, he is.
Yeah, it's hard to do this when you got inners and outers. And your pick is just floating freely in the keyway. It's really tough. Wyndham says, I'm invested in CI. Well, don't forget when you buy all your Covert Instruments gear to use my affiliate link.
Oh man, and I just ordered the Apex loaded. Kidding.
Yeah, a bunch of people did that. Was like, oh, I emailed them, but they didn't, it can't be fixed once it's ordered, I guess. If they had a discount attached, they'd probably remember, but it's hard to remember when it's not, it's not really for anything. But Yeah, this thing's giving me a real hard time. Holy cow. Again, though, the pick I have isn't really... I don't have any good picks anymore. They're all just kind of... I don't know how I got through that one I did for the competition. I don't even know how I did that. Jay says, I've behaved lately with my Locksport purchases. Bushcraft, I don't have a discount code. It's just an affiliate link. So it's just, you know, if people want to use it, they don't have any kind of discount with it. But yeah, it's just, you know, the Covert Instruments website, and then what is it? / Lady Locks with capital L's. It's on the it's in the description of my other videos, not the live streams, but my other videos, and it's also in the Dragon's Lair. There's a tab where you can look and just click on it from there. Not Too Dead's back. Not Too Dead's back. He's still kicking. Greyhound's here. Hi, Greyhound. If you want to hop in, Greyhound, I can send you a link. Just picking, well, Lockchuck's probably doing some cool shit, but I'm just here picking a lock over and over and over again, getting nowhere. But this is the beginning of how you pick, so I'm in the beginning stages.
I'm just trying to get this Ingersoll back together so I can start picking it.
Oh, an Ingersoll. I hate those. I have one of those too. And I thought I'd like it because it's a wafer lock, but it's a bastard.
This one's levers.
Yeah. What did I say? Oh, yeah, levers. That's what I meant.
Oh, sorry.
That's what I meant. The levers in there. But they're kind of fun. They're kind of like wafers, ain't they? You just pick them up and down, right?
No, there's 5 opposing. Let's see. Before I put it back together.
Yeah, maybe I'm picking it the wrong way. How are you supposed to pick it?
You have... Well, they are opposing. Let's see. Let me get this ring back off.
Because I've been picking it basically like up and down, I think.
Well, you can. I mean, that's right. I mean, it's you just got 5 on each side. But it's a sidebar and... let's see.
I wish that thing would stay in place so I could see what the hell I'm doing for 20 seconds.
All right.
I don't know how people use these cameras. I can't get it to stay anywhere. And how do you hold it with one hand while you pick with 2 hands? You need 3 hands.
Yeah,
okay, let's see that.
So you got 5. Well, let's see. 5 on the left, which just move on there. You can see the notches for the sidebar here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it technically, I guess the way you're describing it, yeah, you got 5 opposing, but it's not the same disc that you're moving back and forth. Because then you come to the other side, and then you move the other levers.
I can't remember what the heck I did with this one.
But that's the key way. This one's supposed to be easier than the padlock because it doesn't have the rubber grommet on the back.
But you just use a pick for it, though, right?
Yeah, just regular pick.
Mention it was one of these, maybe. Yeah, like this. And I remember I was getting something to bind, and then I got a click, and then that was as far as I could get. Yeah, that one click, I think, was all she wrote. Yeah, YouTube is testing. I think YouTube is testing us, Frick. To see if we can get, if what we do with this XP crap. It keeps resetting. It's supposed to be It's supposed to go through one whole live stream, and then it resets every live stream. It says so you have more chances to win, or to be in the lead or whatever. But it keeps resetting on us and doing all kind of crazy shit. We're all going nuts trying to figure it out. It's just messing with us. Oh wait, what do you do here, Asen? Let me see, because I need some advice on that one. I use my pan of ice and thread a small adjustable arm to one of the quarter threads on the outer rib face ring, and I hold my micro camera with that. Ah, okay. Wenzel Clark. I think he did a typo, but he said that's how he found Lady Lux. He was hunting around on covert instruments and found out that he says, I think he meant to say something else. Pink dragon. I love dragons. Yeah, Keybeard. I don't think that's the support YouTube is talking about. YouTube doesn't do free support. They don't care about that type of support. They don't notice that. They're noticing the comments for 5 minutes and then they reset everything. Okay,
All right.
If you're getting one side set on the Twin Star and you go to the other side and nothing sets, it's probably because there's something you need to still do on the other side. Because you should be able to get one side set finally, then the other side, you'll get a binding pin on the other side. Although, like I said, sometimes you have to push the pins up to feel it start to bind. But usually it will definitely bind, though, on the other side as soon as one's done. So you might think it's set, but you might be missing one of those really high set pins and getting like the rest of the spool pin on one of those really high set pins picked. It's very confusing though on how to feel for those. Oh, okay, the dragon logo. Keep it all the support and no reward. Dang it all. You know what you've earned, Keybeard? You've earned my undying love for all your support. Lockchuck. Why is that funny, Lockchuck?
No, sorry. I was
He's
reading
like-
Ryan. I was reading Ryan's comment. Sorry, when he was laughing at me, trying to lose an eye, trying to put this ring back in, and I just started reading that. Sorry, what you said. Oh, I was laughing and about to start typing, and inappropriate timing. Oh well.
Lockchuck's like, I'm down love from Lady Locks. You can go without that. Keybeard wants the damn crown already. Oh wait, you're rising up the ranks, Keybeard. That's insane what they do to people on YouTube. I swear they mentally mess with people. I think there's like people that do psychological testing on us to see how far they can make us go crazy.
Right. I can see that.
Yeah, like especially with these crowns now, they're messing with Keybeard on the crowns, and you know, they messed with me over getting to my 9K. They were playing head games with me so badly. Honestly, horrible people, I swear. I'm actually getting a couple things to go on this stupid Ingersoll Lockchuck. That's wild. I never had that happen. I don't know what's happening, but something's happening. Would I be getting like counter rotation for some reason, or am I pushing on the wrong things?
I wouldn't think I'm trying to think what would give you counter, but I would
don't
think
know.
that may be if you've got one in a gate and you're over pushing it, you got to do the like on a lever lock, you have to kind of do the tap test on the lever to see if it's in the gate. If it's
Okay.
if you're tapping the sides of the
Yeah,
sidebar,
probably.
But
Probably
if you're over,
push on the wrong thing.
well, you probably maybe over. It may be setting. You're oversetting. It's trying to come out of the gate, and it's countering the sidebar.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna start over. I did get a bunch of clicks out of it this time. That's pretty wild.
Oh Lord! Now Nola's at it.
Oh shit. All right, we're gonna get somewhere with this one today. All right. I feel something in the front bind. So I push it. Yeah, this is a big one in the front. The very first one always binds and it goes pretty far in there, but I don't think it should go that far. I think that's the problem. I think it's oversetting. And then it should have some play when it's in the correct gate, right?
Right. It should stay down and it should kind of tap on the sides of the sidebar.
Right. Well, the good news is it's the very first one, so I can mess with it all day long and try to figure it out. Because I get it to move. It's the very first lever in here. And I push on it and... Okay. It's in, but it's moving.
Let's see.
A lot.
Mine's doing this. Mine's doing the same thing on that first lever.
Yeah, it's like you push on it and then it stays down, but it also bounces back around. So going over to the second one, same thing. Holy shit. I got 2 to move this time. All right, up to the third one. Oh. The third one do something? I don't think. Okay. Wow. This is a weird ass lock. Okay. Alright. Alright, going to the other side. Let's see what's going on over at the other side. Alright. Nothing so far. On the other side, I don't think. Okay. Very weird little thing in here.
Yeah, because it's got a distinct binding order from what I remember on the padlock. Like you had to find the binding order and pick it in that almost exact order to get it done.
Like the Miwa U9's like that. Yeah, mine did 1, 2, and 3.
No, I haven't picked a smart key yet. I haven't died that one. Pins only. I think I've tried a Gen 2 and Gen 3 has the round or square sidebar, I guess.
Weird as fuck. I tried the one that's a padlock of those.
Did you get that one?
Yeah, I never got it open. I've tried it. It definitely, you can feel things happening in there. And I think when I'm doing it, I'm thinking they're getting set because it feels like, you go through the whole thing and I don't know. I seen LPL pick one really quickly. I never could. He just like picks it. Click, 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 click. His video makes me angry inside. Because I can't do the same thing. I'm like, what the hell am I missing? No, I've never been able to pick my smart key. I have one, Nola, but I've worked on it, but I've never actually got it open. And it doesn't even need anything to tension it tensions. So Delbert still can't get my 1100. Well, you know how I feel about them 1100s, Delbert. Go pick a 7240 instead. They're a lot nicer. Now, I would say a Mako, but they don't make Makos no more.
I don't know.
Yeah, it tensions just with a tensioner.
Yeah, I think it's Gen 1, Gen 2. You can just tension regularly.
I mean, I think it is because it definitely tensions when I use a tensioner. So I don't think I need to do anything extra to it. I think I would notice, right? Is that what happens? You try to tension and nothing really happens.
Yeah, I think it's because it's got that square sidebar, so it doesn't push it in against the sliders on the 3, 4, and 3 and up. I think it's square, so you have to have something to push on the.
Yeah, it would definitely be noticeable. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If it didn't bind, I would need something, but if it binds stuff, so I never tried to get I think I have another one too in there that's like just a kick cylinder. That might be one that I have to do something fancy to it.
I think you can look at the side and see the sidebar, and
yeah,
you can tell.
I just never messed with it because I wanted to get that other one open first, and I never could, so I just never moved on to the other kind.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of locks I need to go back to. Medicos being one of them.
I just don't think I'll ever be able to get those cam lock ones. They're just ridiculous. And that one of mine has a missing spring, I think. So, I don't know. Or something's wrong with the spring. So, I thought I'd just get another one.
That's the one the Bible cover's going on. Is that
yeah. One? Did you pick that at all, Lockchuck? Or did you just not? Okay.
I didn't want to mess up the...
Yeah, I think I just got to get another one. There was only like $12. It wasn't like it,
They weren't that bad.
I think Adam sells 5,000 of them over there, and he sells them on eBay too. So
yeah,
I actually saw one with a key. I thought about getting that one because I think mine didn't have the key. I can't remember, or maybe it did, and I just couldn't figure out the order on the key. Yeah, D-Mac said always to tension these really heavy. These Ingersolls. Oh, now I hear distinctive clicks too. I tension it heavier. Yeah, that's what happens. When I tension it real heavy, I can hear the click, but nothing else happens. Let's see.
When I let off, I only heard one click, so that's not a good sign.
Yeah, that always sucks.
Yeah, it's like, it feels like I've been doing something. Nope.
I'm glad I ain't alone with that. That happens to me, and I always feel like, oh, just because I can't I just suck at this. I think that's probably the first part of picking for me ever. Is just like messing around, thinking I know what I'm doing, then hearing if something falls. Like you said, you kind of got to listen to see, like, did I actually do something? Okay, I did something. Oh, I can look in this one maybe. I'll get a little sneak peek into this one. All right, that's the top. I just hate when you have to turn these and you can't really. Oh Jesus. Oh my. Okay. Oh, that's real nice inside. It literally is that the levers? What the heck? If that's the levers, that should not be that difficult to pick. That's crazy. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, you gotta be a dum-dum not to be able to pick one of these. Jesus. Look how nice it is inside. It literally... Let me see if I can fit this all on the camera. It just has levers. That's it. That's all that's in there.
Yeah, it's just 10
I mean,
levers.
it's like plain and simple. Here it is. That should not be that hard. Okay, that's it. This is not going to get the best of me if this is what's going on inside this one. Oh, no. No.
Do you have a key to that one?
Looks like a sperm. Look at
Yeah. Yes, it is. I never thought about that one.
It's ridiculous. Where's Matt? Who's Matt? Hi, Matt, wherever you are. Hi, David. What's up, guys? We're tackling is Lockchuck? No, he's out. He's done with the Ingersoll, but
I'm still working on it. I want to look back into it. Something. I was feeling something weird, and I don't have a key, so
yeah,
cheating.
I don't know. I can't really distinguish the key anyway, so that's pretty much not gonna happen for me. So I have a key, but I can't tell what the hell's going on with it anyway. So all right, I feel like I got 1, 2, and 3 a little bit set, or at least 1 and 2. Yeah, and I hear them dropping, so I know I'm getting something to happen. 1. Let me check the top after that. Maybe it goes like 1, 1. Probably not, but 1 and it's just so weird how the keyway is. All right. Really weird. Let's see. 1. Now the top. Yeah, I wanted to get one of them proven locks, but they're so expensive. I ain't gonna do it. That's
I don't
crazy.
know. All the videos I've been seeing, they're not too good, are they?
Yeah, I just wanted to try to see if I could do the same techniques. Just try it.
Shimming.
I just don't want to pay for one. That's the problem. They're just so expensive. I can't see spending that on a lock ever. What the hell? I mean, no. That's just too much. In my personal lock like with my personal finances for locks. I don't have that much for a lock. And if I'm spending that much, I better get like 5 locks. All right, so yeah, on the top, the wafers are over this way. This is a weird ass lock, to be sure. All right, when I really give it some more attention, I still only got that one to bind. So let's see. Did I get number 2? 1. No, I can't feel it. 2, 3, springy. Yeah, the others just feel springy. Maybe.
Yeah, I think. I mean, like I said, the padlock had a distinctive binding order, and you had to.
Yeah, I can definitely hear that first one getting a nice click. But then it seems like nothing after that.
I'm not putting the cover back on. There's no need.
I'll get a really tough to beat pick. All right, let's try this one. This is one of my toughest picks, my Rob Lawn picks. And if we're going to put tons of tension, I don't want to bend anything. Very weird. You're getting some nice clicks out of yours.
I don't know if it's clicks or if it's maybe my pick is slipping off.
Oh, okay. Very weird. All right. Yeah, you get that bottom ones to set. And then I guess I'm oversetting something. This is the weirdest thing ever. I'm hearing lots of things falling, but let's look when I actually have one that I think I set. Let's look and see what that looks like. If I get it right side up here. Right.
It should stay down if it's set.
Yeah, that one's definitely set. Number one. And I want to see on the top. Yeah, my tensioner's not touching anything on the top. And that first one's definitely set. Now, let's see. Here's the second one. And I think I set that one.
Oh, I wonder. Where did I have it?
If I could get this in the right direction, we would be good. All right. That's the top. Wait. Yeah, that's the top. So down here. Down here. Yes. All right. So 1 and 2 are set. All right. Now number 3 should set. Go all the way back to. This is 1. This is 2. I think.
I forgot I printed this little holder so I could see into it to learn how to.
Ah, dang, nice.
Let's see if I can.
Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, 5, 4, and 3 don't want to move. So then I go to the top. Nothing. Yeah. Nothing on that one either. What's up, Lock Junkie? Okay. 1, 2. So I'm assuming that whatever I'm doing to the first couple is wrong. Snake, thank you for the super chat. He said, "Where is Kraken?" Yeah, he left earlier. You've missed him again, Snake. Any tips yet, Lockjaw?
Nah, I'm trying to get some to move, and even with this, I can't.
It's
not seeing them
wild.
move. Let's see. Go back over there. I thought I had one I could see more.
Yeah, it's like
I think I'm having trouble getting the picks on the levers.
yeah, they're in a funny spot for sure. Hmm. It's honestly very strange because even when you pick them, nothing else binds. So what the hell are you supposed to do? That usually means you've overset something. I don't know in these ones.
I'm thinking an overset will make it drop all but that one that you overset, because it'll knock everybody else out of the gate. Okay.
Yeah, I'm finding this to be super weird. I mean, could you have to go side to side maybe, or do you think just one side should bind then the other?
No. It's both at the same time. I mean, I don't think it was one whole side when I did my
Okay.
padlock.
I wonder if you have to pick them really far or something.
Some of them, yeah.
Crazy. I had it for a minute and I would get 1, 2, and 3, and then I felt like I got one on the top too, but this time it's like none of them aside from the first two. But that's better than before, because before I could only get one. So maybe it'll only take me like 7 more years to figure this one out. Because there's really not much else I can do. If I give it one single click, it goes where it goes. It's not like I can stop before that because there's nothing, it doesn't click, it doesn't set or whatever. But
I am getting sleepy.
Yeah, I think I'm going to call it a night myself, Lockchuck. I'm getting a little sleepy myself, and I still have a million things I have to do. So I'm probably going to call it a night. But thank you all so very much for coming to hang out. Thank you to everybody who gave a super chat or a super sticker. I appreciate it so very much. It helps me with the StreamYard and all the stuff that I do, and I appreciate it. And thank you to everybody who became a channel member or gave out channel memberships. I appreciate that as well. I am going to ramp up my game on some of the channel member stuff and start doing some like strictly channel member videos for the members. So that's coming up too. And I also have a little giveaway that I want to do for the channel members as well. So, you know, if you want to get in on the channel memberships, just click the join button anywhere you see it. Don't forget to, guys, if you do buy from Covert Instruments, try to remember to use my link. You don't get a discount, but it does let them know that I am out here promoting them and whatever. And I earn a small commission from that. So I would appreciate if you do use the link. Anyhow, thank you guys all for hanging out with me. I had a nice, wonderful time. I needed a break from life to sit down and pick and hang out with you guys. So I really appreciate you hanging out with me. Thank you, Chuck, for coming to hang out. Also, give a thanks to Marston and Trucker for coming to hang out as well. So thank you guys all so very much. I love you all so very much. There's a heart. There's a good one. All right. And I will see you guys on the next one, which will probably be a vertical sometime this week. So bye.